Welcome, folks. Friday night lights in Fort Collins, Colorado. Tonight, Silver Creek takes on the Poudre Impalas in conference action. Hello, this is Randy McCoy along with my partner, Mr. David Haas. Jason tonight is our camera guy giving us the pictorials. And David, we're getting close to the end of another season. And you got two teams here that are, really would like to get a conference win. And so we'll see what we've got tonight.
Well, as the nights go along, you've got to say you're starting to play for pride. Right now, Poudre's not had the season they wanted, but they're still playing hard. Silver Creek comes up with a 4-4 record. They get a chance with a W that they might look at the playoffs themselves, but they definitely need the win here tonight.
Yep, you got your captains out. Haven't gotten a lot of information tonight, as we normally do.
Mason Carter, number 3. Number 15 is Max Schubert, and number 73, Pierce Decker, who unfortunately, as you see on your screen, is not suited up tonight. And Decker is a D1 to commit to go to that school up here north of the border. So a heck of a player, and does make a difference on not being out for the night himself. And then captains, as we can get them, for the Silver Creek team. We don't get those things ahead of the time too much.
On the toss, defender choices. Critical receive on the south end.
Landon Vita, number 77. One of your captains.
Tonight's officials for the game are referee Mark Rademacher.
Nolan Gassetta, the quarterback. We'll talk more about him later. And then Jaeger Berger, and Ryder Gaffner.
At this time,
rounding out your captains for the Silver Creek varsity. And as we have the Poudre band playing our national anthem.
So tonight by DHS cheer, Zariah Darby and Violet McDonough.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the
Picture's frozen.
okay. We're so gallantly streaming, and the rockets twinkling, the boats bursting in air, they flew through the night, yet our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the brave and the home of the brave.
A great job there, an a cappella version by two of the cheer squad members for the Impalas of the national anthem. And we'll be right back with our kickoff.
The insurance companies don't like us because we've won over $1 billion for our clients. As for the competition, there's a reason each year more people in Colorado are calling Backus & Schenker for help on their injury case. So if you're hurt in an accident or injured at work, call me 24/7 at 222-2222. Let us work for the win in your case. Backus & Schenker. Our passion is justice.
It was just right-click reset.
Yeah, they're coming up field. We're back here now live. We might have some video production issues right now. Yay, technology. David Haas along with my partner Randy McCoy and Jason on camera here delivering this YouTube production tonight. Poudre will receive the opening kickoff as they go with a two deep returners receiving in that south end zone. Silver Creek will kick off from the far hash. Beautiful night here in Fort Collins. And Brody Band, the senior, number 80 for Silver Creek. The Raptors away, foot to ball, and heads down, bounces at the 10. It's going to be picked up by the Impalas. Still fumbling, got to find that ball before they return. Steps upfield, nice job by Silver Creek. Getting downfield, ball was bounced again. Picked up by another Impala and ends up tackled on about the 5-yard line. So a rough start with that football bouncing against the Impalas, but they do have it 1st and 10 to start this game.
Charles Gebhardt.
So the Impalas taking on the 4-4 Raptors from Silver Creek High School down Longmont Way. For those of you who did make it up I-25 or Highway 287 here tonight, welcome to watching us on PSD YouTube TV Athletics. Carter take the snap, give, rolls out, pass just short and off the ground. Actually, I've got to correct that. Snap and catch and throw in there. Bronson Barroyo Henderson, the left-handed freshman, getting the start tonight at quarterback. Incompletion brings up a 2nd and 10 for the Impalas. Single back pistol formation, give right side. Raptors bringing everybody on that run play and stops it up, maybe a gain of just a couple. Brings up a long 3rd and 9 for the Impalas here on their opening drive. Henderson in the pistol formation. Olivier behind him. And we're going to get a offsides call by the line judge. Silver Creek offside is going to give a 5-yard penalty. A little bit of a gift here on 3rd down to shorten up that yard to gain by 5. Poudre needs to get across the 23-yard line to get that initial 1st down, keep this opening drive alive. Henderson, running back set to his right, give, right side, bounces off one tackle but grabbed and will be short. 4th down and a punting situation coming up for the Impalas as Coach Tonkin sends out his punt team. Tough start for the Impalas, good start for the Raptors.
Brings up a 4th down for the Poudre Impalas.
Gaffner on the tackle for Silver Creek. Kayla Micah back for the Raptors for the single punt. Nice punt, turns over, caught about the 45. Makes one guy miss, spins away to tackle. Big hit. And a flag came out right away. I'm not sure, unless there's a holding call right on there, but I'll tell you what, that was the player with the ball making for the Raptors spun around, got hit immediately. I'll wait for the call to put any opinion to it, but I want to see what they're going to say here. And it was a face mask, so a big hit, but also a face mask on the Impalas, unfortunately, on that play. Good coverage on the punt team. But the face mask does get 15 yards to it, puts it across well into Impala territory. 1st and 10 Raptors at the 40. Gazzetta, quarterback, out. Having a nice year for the Raptors. Takes a snap, fakes a give, runs right up the middle, breaks through a tackle, steps along, picking his way along for a nice gain on first down. Gazzetta on the year coming in. Not played every game, but 64 for 105 with 960 yards and 11 touchdowns. So good ball control. As we do have our picture back now. So audio and video.
What are we looking at? Our Zenith from 1967 or something?
Yeah, it bounced around on us, didn't it? 2nd and 3 now for the Raptors. Fake the give, downfield, got a man wide open secondary target there. The tight end just slowly moved out of the backfield. Actually, I think that was Lutberger, the H-back. Nice play design, first down and more for the Raptors. Gebhardt on the tackle for the Impalas.
Guys coming out hitting tonight, aren't they?
Yeah, there's some popping going on. This time of year, though, your play recognition and drive is there. But Impalas do not want to give up 7 on the first initial. Jet sweep, hits the outside, cuts in a block, and be driven back. Just a short gain. And that's one of those you're like, boy, it sure looked like Micah there, number 1, had a chance to turn that up and really make some yardage if he stayed to the outside. His guy had a nice job on the seal.
Tackled on the play by Cody Brubaker.
Brings up a 2nd and 8. No backs. H-back to the right front behind the guard. Poudre bringing extras. Just a wildcat play, basically. Snap and run. Just a gain of about 1 or so. Nice job by the Impalas stuffing that play. As you would think, after a 3rd and long coming up here, need to get inside probably about the 8-yard line for the yard to gain for the Raptors. Poudre with a chance to stop, maybe give up just 3 on the attempt for 3, depending on the yardage gained here, if any. Kind of offset pistol formation. Instead outside, right side, flips to his flats, overthrown and dropped. And he had his man out there. Well, I tell you, Randy, that would have been one of those completions you could turn and run for ways. Lutberger had nobody around him. He's just in the flat. He'd have turned up and gone a ways, but brings up a 4th and long 7. And brings out the field goal unit for the Raptors. The senior, Bayonne, will put it down, or marked, excuse me, at about the 20-yard line, making a 30-yard attempt for the left footer. Kick's blocked at the line. He's going to go through the end zone for a touchback. Nice job by the Impalas defense, turning away the Raptors on their first drive. And they'll get it 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. That'll put a little bit more excitement back into the west sidelines here at Fredge Field. Nice turnout by the Impala students down below us. The band did a nice job with the national anthem and other bring-up songs, getting this crowd hyped up, filling in nicely on the west side, and those across the way. Silver Creek's got a good contingent driving up too. One of those Chamber of Commerce nights here in northern Colorado. Dry, warm. We have been so fortunate with the weather. Knock on wood. Second drive now, 1st and 10 for the Impalas in this first quarter. Give inside. Illinois gives away 1 tackle, breaks out past the 30. Gain of 11 on first down. And Illunia is one of those backs that we know that's got that burst and could take it all the way. Back here now after the punt for the Impalas. Gazzetta takes a snap for the Raptors. Fires in the flat. Caught. Wrapped up. Going to be short of the first down, but a good first down completion.
Pass caught by Caleb Micah.
Micah on the reception.
On the play by Fraser.
Just a little stop route. Ran right down the hash mark, stopped, and Gazzetta put it on time.
For the Raptors.
Underneath the safeties and just above the linebacker drops. Brings up a 2nd and 1 for the Raptors. Gazzetta both the running and passing threat for this team. Fakes the give, throws it just behind, had his receiver, had it out there, and Mike again opened just a little inside him on that out route. Brings up a 3rd and short. Said Gazzetta, as we talked about, I'm saying before, but 11 touchdowns throwing and 6 touchdowns rushing is, along with Stubbs, the sophomore running back number 11, combined for over 20 touchdowns here from the scrimmage for the Raptors. Pressure coming from the Impalas, and I wonder who they're going to call first here. I think I saw a left guard move, and then Poudre jumped across. Yeah, procedure call. I believe that is one we did not get an officials list. I'll try to grab that at halftime. Make 3rd and short, go down to about almost a 3rd and long 6 for the Raptors. They need to get past the 36-yard line. Keep this drive alive.
Yeah. Okay, I'll try it.
Twin receivers, top of your screen. Gazzetta Stubbs set to his left in the shotgun. Strike thrown just inside the 40-yard line, but that's going to be enough for a first down. And that completion goes to Vanderwood, the junior receiver.
That'll be enough for a Raptor first down.
So that'll move the chains. 1st and 10 now. No score here, halfway through, or a little past halfway through of this first quarter here at French Field. Under 5 to play, clock running. Again with the offset and the pistol formation. Give straight middle, basically an ISO play. Nice job by the Impalas though, filling the gaps. Barely a yard on first down. Stubbs on the carry.
Tackled on the play by a herd of Impalas.
I will use that if you got to hear the PA over our crowd mic. A herd of Impalas were part of the stop. 2nd and 9. In the field position game so far, most of it played towards the middle, and then Poudre and Impalas half. They'd like to get a stop here. Little chance for a return on a punt. Gazzetta on the run, little quarterback draw, big hole up the middle, first down yardage plus some. Cross midfield, down across near the 47-yard line before he's brought down.
Nolan Gazzetta run up the middle.
Just want to apologize for the glitchy video. We have troubleshoot everything we can think of, and it's just glitchy.
Again, yay technology.
Yep.
But a big play for the first down there. Gazzetta, basically a quarterback draw. He took one step back, hesitated, then got to follow his H-back up the middle. Basically an I formation type ISO. Fake the jet this time. Gazzetta rolls his left out in the edge, gets to the flat. Got his receiver again, number 17 out there on the reception again. Luberger, his primary target so far tonight. His 3rd catch. And good to move the chains again. Laughlin on the tackle for the Impalas. As those plays where Gazzetta looked like he had room to go, but smartly got it off to his receiver. Is already 5 yards downfield. Pressure coming up the middle, and that's going to work. Nice job from the outside, closing in from that rush inside for Poudre. Swanson, number 47. Great play recognition. Close it down. Loss of 1 on the play. Impalas need to stop that outside run and pass. That's been the gainers so far in this first quarter for the Raptors. Gazzetta again, outside contained, got a man in the flat. They figured out something here. Luberger's been open for each one of those attempts, Randy.
Nolan Gazzetta's pass to Jaeger Lupberger is complete. Tackled on the play by Prizalu.
Brings up a 3rd and short.
3rd and short coming up for the Raptors.
Pistol formation, offset the right, H-back inside, give right up the middle, first down plus. Down inside the 25, near the 22. Carried by Stubbs.
Eli Stubbs run off the right side, enough for a Raptor first down, brought down on the play by Max Schubert.
Right now, Coach Mercer's offense is humming. As this first quarter is nearing under 2 minutes, clock running. Poudre needs another stop. They got downside the 20 last time and found a way to block the field goal on that fourth down they forced. Cassetta flips out in the open. Big room out there on the path again. Stubbs gets away from one tackler, taken down by the second, but not till he's near the 10-yard line, and another first down for Silver Creek.
Boy, somebody's going to have to come up and play those backs and on those out patterns in the
You're
flats.
exactly right. Right now, the flat has just been the void that somehow Poudre's not reading. I mean, I know they're committing more to the front, trying to stop the run, but nobody's checking. If somebody comes across your face, if you're an outside defender or a linebacker, if they cross your face to the outside, you've got to run with them in about every defensive scheme going.
Credit to Silver Creek for keeping doing it.
Oh, that should have been a holding call right there, and it's going to be a touchdown. Impala's rusher went right inside. He had a line at the quarterback and got grabbed in his shoulder pads and got spun around. And I'm sorry, that was a pretty easy one to see. And he hit a receiver in the flats, and result is touchdown, so it doesn't matter what the opinions are. On the field, it's 6 points, Silver Creek. I was completely expecting to see the referee throw the flag. I mean, I saw the defender his numbers turn from back to front. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up, and it is good by Bayor. So a 7-0 lead with 55 seconds left in this first quarter for Silver Creek over Poudre.
Well, what I was going to say with Silver Creek, they're seeing that's wide open, and credit to them for just keeping on doing it, because that's what you do in sports. If somebody's not stopping you, what you're doing, you just keep on doing it.
Yeah, if they don't take it away from you, then you're going to keep doing it.
Again, Silver Creek, solid team, 4-4. And it's been said many years, these 4A schools up and down I-25 from Longmont North are not anything to mess with. And these are two schools that come from kind of different, one coming up to 4A, one going down to 4A, and so they're clashing here in the same conference.
4A North, as I was saying, the league record, Silver Creek 1-2, but 4-4 overall, so they need to get at least 2 more victories to kind of ensure that playoff bid. Poudre getting better as the season as goes along, which every squad needs to have.
Well, I know they have to be disappointed. We kept looking at the score last week, and they were ahead of that game against Frederick the whole game, even like 28-14, and we were surprised to see that they ended up losing that game.
Yeah,
so
that was
you got to learn how to win, don't you?
Yep. So Bayor on the kick again, far hash mark. Twin receivers back for the Impalas. Kick will go high, taken about the 5-yard line. Chancellor on the sideline, got the edge. Nice return out past the 35, near the 40-yard line will be a 1st and 10 for the Impalas. Better field position, Randy. See if this drive can result in some progress downfield.
Up the right side.
Gephardt on the return.
Down by Kai Brown. That'll be a Poudre first down from their own 38-yard line.
But a beautiful night here at French Field. Flag in the north end zone, and the tape on all the uprights is not even moving. Another gorgeous night of football. We have been very fortunate.
Still wearing shorts.
Oh, God, yeah. Very
Every
fortunate
game, I
this
think
year.
we're
going to get the curse, but it has not happened. Schubert at quarterback now. Bit of a wildcat formation. He breaks outside, steps up the middle, dogs one tackler, gain about 5 or 6.
Beck Schubert run off the left side, good for 5 yards. Tackled on the play by Wyatt Mills.
Schubert with over 50 carries so far this season, a couple of touchdowns. I think right now, if you're the if you're the Impalas, looking at how you're going to do Wildcat formation, Schubert's a good one for that. Got a Lunier next to him. Gebhardt motion. Schubert picks his way upfield, instinctively behind that line, forces his way across midfield and a first down.
He's fired up. You know, he's like, give me an opportunity, and he's taking full advantage of it, isn't he?
Well, as a senior, you know what? You're playing for pride right now, and you're that role model for the older kids, as that's going to be the last play here of this fourth quarter. Poudre is marching, but they do trail 7-0 to Silver Creek.
Well, it's glitching occasionally, but it's
back here now to start our second quarter. You see the Impala cheer squad down there. Great turnout by the Impala student section. Look as we look right over the top of the Poudre band. Impala's now on the march, crossing midfield. You need to keep this drive live. They do trail 7-0. Henderson back at quarterback now. And Silver Creek showing the blitz.
Well, his timing was just a bit off,
Yes,
wasn't
it was. And that's going to be a
Gaffner.
free 5 yards for the Impalas. They'll take it.
He looks like he's seen something, because that's a couple of plays in a row that he's
really pushed it.
Yeah,
He's trying to find that gap, isn't he?
Well, you play defense, especially linebacker. That's your dream, is that you do a
Free
blitz
shot.
like that and time it perfectly, and that's
Yep.
what he's trying to do.
Yep, Henderson back at quarterback now. Linney behind him. Wrestled down, though. Solid grab that time.
Blair.
Fraser Linney right up the middle. Tackled on the play by Carter Blair.
Spun down, maybe lost a half a yard or so.
You're doing something when you tackle O'Looney.
Yeah, well, and like I say, got him before he really got a chance to get going.
Maybe
Wrapped
one
him
of
up.
the fastest running backs in our town, right?
Yep. So a second and about 6. Schubert in at running back now behind Henderson. Offset with an H-back both to the right side of the formation. Schubert the give up the middle, picks his way through. Give it about a 3rd and 3. I would imagine this is certainly 4-down territory for the Impalas.
Running up the middle for a short gain, brings up a Poudre 3rd down and 3. Tackled on the play by Thomas Van Loon.
Van Loon on the tackle for the Raptors. Neither team has used a timeout so far here in this half. 5 down lineman, 8 in the box. Schubert on the carry, 1st down yardage plus some, down inside the 35, still pushing. But fumble call on the play, and the official on top of it says yes it was, and he's pointing to the north end zone. It's going to be Silver Creek ball.
Well, I thought he was down, or he looked close to down, but we're not down there, and they are.
Yeah, and like I say, when you've got that many defenders all jumping up all at once, it's hard to hide. They saw it. And unfortunately for the Impalas, that is a turnover on a nice drive they had going.
It's a nice run.
Yeah, it really was. But the Raptors will take over on their own 33-yard line, 1st and 10, leading 7-0. Early second quarter. Both teams using a shotgun formation with an H-back and running back both set to the side. Cassetta on the fake takes it away. Did a nice job on the fake. Poudre tackled the running back as they're following their keys, but he takes it and goes around the right side off the tackle and gains about 8.
It's that senior quarterback, isn't it? 5'10", 165. He's not big, but he's got good feet.
Yeah. And that veteran ball handling, when you're more sure of your actions, he did put that in the belly and ran. No back situation this time for the Raptors. Luberger, the H-back, who's been hard to find for Poudre in past plays. Quick screen out the outside, bobbled but caught, but wrapped up and hit. Stubbs on the reception, gained maybe a yard, but great flow and pursuit to the outside by the Impalas.
Very fortunate that wasn't a touchdown pass the other way.
Yeah, that ball bounced in the air. Brubaker on the tackle there on the follow-up.
Tackled on the play by Max Schubert and Billy Brubaker.
3rd and 2. Big chance for a stop to get the defense off the field here for the Impalas. And new quarterback in. And that's going to be 3rd and 2 going to 3rd and about 7. Nope, that is Gazzetta back there. It looked like a different athlete versus the second there. I didn't see him break the huddle.
I like Poudre and Silver Creek's players making dinner arrangements for after the game. And
Yep. Talking a little bit.
explaining the rules.
Getting to know each other.
Yeah, I think they were talking about the rules of the game.
Yeah, that's right. That's always good to share. Nothing like competition. Big play now after the penalty brings up a 3rd and 7. Low snap, fumble picked up by Gazzetta. Fires it downfield and intercepted. No, Looney had it and it hit the ground. What a great diving attempt. Ball sailed for Gazzetta. The Raptors avoid the turnover, but the Impalas will get the punt. And a chance for Charles Gebhardt, number 2, going back as a single returner, Randy, to make that play. Right now, the Impalas need that spark.
Well, they do, and this is be a great time. You know, the good thing for the Impalas is Silver Creek is not have this big explosive offense, and so it gives Poudre an opportunity
stay in it.
To stay in this game. You know, unlike some other teams we've seen up here that would
little
be
deeper.
up by 3 touchdowns before you even turn your head.
Huge punt. Sailing punt in the air, turns over. Gebhardt lets it bounce. Got away from him. Bounce side the 10, still rolling down, and will die at about the 8-yard line. But what a punt!
My gosh,
Vanderwood put that up into the night sky.
Well, he'll be playing if he wants to on
That's a Saturday kind of
kick. I was going to say, there's a lot of college kickers that aren't kicking them like that.
Yeah, that one sailed, and Gebhardt had no chance to track it down.
It rolled over nice and everything.
So the Impalas have it 1st and 10 at about their own 8-yard line. Brings up 92 yards to get the touchdown to tie this game up. They trail 7-0 with 8:23 left here in this first half.
I bet you the returner next time there's a punt will back up about 10 yards, won't he?
Yeah, you want to keep it in front of you at all costs. That's the best way to catch one. Thanks for tuning in tonight to PSD Athletics on YouTube TV. David Haas along with Randy McCoy. Jason on camera, bringing all these great shots. Give left side of Looney. He steps up middle. Grabbed after a gain about 4. Brings up a 2nd and 6. Need to get out near just across the 20 or 19-yard line for a first down. Receivers top of your screen, split out single back. Silver Creek staying with 4 down linemen, knowing that run-heavy offense, especially when you've got a freshman quarterback. Giving Looney caught it. Plastered right away. Great hit. Nice tackle, form tackle, head up. Hit what you see and see what you hit.
Well, they got a little thing said he guessed right.
Well, and if you're playing defense right now, this late in the season, as we talk about, I mean, the tackle there by Kai Brown. Poudre starting a freshman quarterback, and he's gonna rely on the run game. Just all the things you think in a natural progression. Well, that one came through, and he keyed on Aluna, and he hit him right in the backfield. 3rd and 8, snap, back to throw. Henderson's got it. little over the top, falls incomplete, and will be a 4th down and punt situation for the Impalas.
Boy, he had an open receiver right there, and with a little bit of running room too, but he just he's fortunate it didn't get picked.
Yeah. And that's part of the learning at the varsity level for any quarterback of any age.
Well, people who haven't played high school sports, every age is just a little bit quicker. JV and your freshman team and all that, and
yep,
you got to adjust to the speed of the game. That's a nice kick too.
Nice kick, fair caught out at the 40-yard line, got out from the end zone. It'll be 1st and 10, Silver Creek with 6:54 left in this half. Pauls do need to stop. They do not want to get down by 2 scores.
You see over there the faithful Silver Creek coming up the highway to beautiful night to come watch a football game.
And for those who did not make it up and checking us out on PSD Athletics on YouTube, welcome. And for you Impala fans at home tonight, thanks for tuning in, supporting your team. 1st and 10 now, though. Raptors, 40-yard line, going to that north end zone. Cassetta give right side Stubbs. Good carry, delivering punishment all the way down. Great pad level and a 1st down yardage on 1st down.
That's a running back's name too, Eli Stubbs, huh?
Yeah, he was
sophomore, just a sophomore.
Yeah, that's one of the things I liked about that run there. As I just said, pad level. He kept his knees up, shoulder pads down, and he was the hitter, not the hittee, till enough guys got on him and brought him down.
Well, you can't come with that weak stuff either on him, or he'll be in the end zone.
Yeah, no, you've got to wrap him up. That was a great run. Snap, bobbled, set it back to throw under pressure, spins out. Gonna try to force it downfield and caught. Threw into a crowd, but his receiver jumped up. The Impala defender had tripped underneath him, and the catch that time by Micah.
Pass is caught by Eli Stubbs. Tackled on the play by Charles Gebhardt.
Actually, I thought that was 1, but if it was Stubbs downfield, number 11,
I think it's 1.
Yeah, it was. I think so too.
He faked the handoff to 11. And
Yep. Yeah, it was a nice job by Gazzetta just spinning away. He was almost grabbed. Again, you talk about Randy, his seniors there. He's seen that enough time, got his feet around, got it downfield. 1st and 10, goal to go. Stubbs plows forward inside the 5.
I like the fake sweep and then go up the middle there, just enough to make you stop for a split second.
A little eye candy for those linebackers and not let them flow to the ball as you'd like to see them go. They have to honor that jet sweep. 2nd and goal now. Ball right on the 5-yard line. That offset backs. Instead to throw out in the flats. And this one, the pressure was put on right away by the Impalas as just after he makes the fake, and they had Charles Swanson, one of the leading tacklers for the Impalas, forced an early throw and an incompletion. Brings up a 3rd and goal for the Raptors. Chance for the Impalas here to force the field goal attempt. Stubbs, right side give, plows forward inside the 5, but he'll be well short of the touchdown. Brings up a 3rd and goal, 4th and goal, now from about the 4-yard line. Just kind of vaulted over a pile. Nice penetration by the down lineman for the Impalas that time. And they're going to go for it.
Well, I think
confidence in your defense.
Well, that's what I say. I think they see how their defense has played so far, and
big play right now. Gazzetta rolls to his right, trying to look a throwback pass. Got a man wide open and dropped. Going underneath the play was a defensive back for the Impalas on that side, trying to make a recovery there. That was Lockman, the senior, trying to cover in the flat where he really wasn't responsible, but he got in the way, just I think distracted Randy just enough and forced the Gaffner to just drop it. Hit him right in the hands.
It's a great call.
Yeah, we saw that. We've seen that a couple times this year too. Roll and far back, throw back to the weak side. That's so hard to cover. Either way, turnover and downs. 1st and 10 now from their own 5-yard lines. 4:33 left. Poudre trailing 7-0. Right now, your goal is just get first downs and get out of the shadow of your own goalposts. Henderson to Schubert set to his left in the shotgun. Give. Schubert specs out, get around the edge. Nice read. Brings it out past the 10. Gain of about 7 on first down. Exactly what the Impalas needed.
Off the right side for a gain of 8 yards. Tackled on the play by Ty Brown and Eli Stubbs.
Brown and Stubbs on the tackle for the Raptors. You know, Randy, the Poudre right now, they want to march the ball down. They certainly want to score, but if they can take up most of this clock here to end this half, that's probably smart for them too.
You saying defense by offense?
Yep. Schubert on the Wildcat run, right side sweep. Not much gain there. Might have actually lost a yard. Nice job by the Raptors defense flowing to the ball.
Right side for no gain. Tackled on the play by Carter Blair.
Blair on the tackle for the Raptors.
Got a score over here. Windsor and Timnath are playing over at PSD Stadium. 7-7 tied in the first quarter.
Football up and down the Front Range, that's for sure. It is that time of year in Friday Night Lights. As we're going to get a timeout on the field.
I'll give you some more scores here. Fort Collins is ahead of Brighton 7-0.
On the field.
And we haven't started yet, or just started Wellington and Resurrection Christian. There'll be a few people around here interested in that game, won't it? Got two teams that are pretty close in proximity, playing each other. Rockies playing Prairie View. And this particular game, Fort Collins trying to win out so they can have a home playoff game. The cards are kind of set up for them to have one. If they do, it'll be here, I believe, on the 7th, but they've got to take care of business these last 2 games. They'll be heavily favored in both of them, but they've still got to get on the field and play the games, right, Dave?
Well, if you want to finish out your season and these steps right now, you got to close it out. You got to win these last couple games, secure those seeds as we see a 3rd down attempt by the Impalas, and boy, did they step into that one. I think right now you're going to have to let Henderson take that ball and run, let the freshman take off and run. He's obviously out there, but Silver Creek is just keying on the running back. Gaffner on the tackle. Punt situation coming up. Under 3 minutes clock running, but not what Poudre needed. Because if you looked at that time, Randy, the run, there was 8 committed to running back, not even looking at the quarterback. Decent snap, light pressure, nice kick, doesn't quite turn over. Gets caught about the 46. Spins around to be dropped, pushed out outside the 40-yard line. Will be 1st and 10 with 2:34 left in this half.
On the play by Callum Micah.
Now, Poudre's done a nice job, other than the one drive, Randy, really forcing Silver Creek in it. Just they keep losing the field position part of this game, playing on their half the field most of this first half. See Silver Creek breaking the huddle from the sideline. Cassetta with Stubbs behind him in the pistol again. Trips receiver to the top of your screen. Shifting again, Loopberger back to that H-back formation. Been so hard to find. Fake, Cassetta rolls out, got a lot of room.
Great fake.
He could take it upfield, a lot of downfield, inside the 30, tackled near the 27. And he sat there, let that hand linger as it showed that open hand to those linebackers.
He didn't get in a hurry, did he? You know, we see so many times quarterbacks or somebody, they do a fake, but they don't really, they don't spend enough time on the fake, so it doesn't really fake anybody out.
He sold it really well. He let his numbers on his back be seen by the linebackers where you're most vulnerable, and not to look in a hurry. And that
he was probably shocked how much space was out there,
too. He turned around there, and he had a lot open, and to his credit, took off right away. Until somebody comes up and meets you, run. First and 10 now. Raptors inside the 30. Low snap. Straight run formation. Heads right upfield. Gets down near the 20. Gain of about 7 or 8. Depends on the spot.
Nolan decided to run up the middle. Short game. Tackled on the play by...
Kind of think they're trying to make a no-nonsense drive out of this now, Randy. It's clock running under 135. Probably close to 130 when they get this snap.
Well, they, you know as well as I do, they've got a couple of plays up their sleeve that they feel like if they get close that they're going to be able to score on. Similar to the one that they should have scored on.
Yeah. Instead of back to throw, throws a long wide out and off the mark. Good coverage by Aluni out there on that corner. Just a little low and outside. That is a quick timing pattern, just about a 10-yard square out. But receiver was not out of his break and the ball was down low. 3rd and 3, another chance for the Impalas. If they get like a no-gain play or give a chance to get a stop. They just do not want to give up a score right before half. Keep it to a one-score game. 1:17 left here in this first half. 8 in the box. Pressure coming. Gassetta's going to get wrapped up. He pulls his way towards the line of scrimmage. He actually gets driven forward. I thought they had him short of the 20-yard line. All of a sudden, the lineman turned around and gave him a big push.
A little slippery, isn't he?
Oh, my gosh. Well, he was hit, but they had him dead to rights in the backfield, knowing his push was there, and then got a couple guys to help, which is so common
got the
anymore,
first down.
And moved the chains. Big pickup for the Raptors. Under a minute to play here in this first half. Clock running, and Poudre's going to take a timeout. 53 seconds left. We'll be right back. Back here now, 1st and 10, Raptors, 19-yard line of the Impalas. They do lead 17-0. 53 seconds left here in the half. The Impalas need to stop a score, keep it a one-score game going into halftime. Raptors would love to punch one in here. And a big cushion. They've done a great job holding back the Impalas on offense. Impalas showing 8 in the gaps, flexing, bringing 5. Got set it back to throw, hit. Nice drive and threw the ball that time by the Impala's lineman or linebacker coming through there, Swanson. Ball falls well short.
Well, they're fortunate it was an incomplete pass because it stopped the clock because he didn't look like he had much going on out there. Plus, he got hit. So,
yep.
You know, if you just watched this game and didn't look at the score, you'd think that the Raptors were up by 3 or 4 touchdowns. But this is a 7-0 game. And if the Raptors can't score here, that could be a big deal for the Impalas.
Oh, yeah, and it's just like I say, it's that one-play type of game. Set it back to throw, looks down the middle, fires right side, caught. About the 10, going to be driven short, driven back.
Pass complete to Keelan Micah.
Micah on the reception. And Aluni on the tackle, but Randy, that's a pretty quick whistle.
Timeout Raptors.
Whereas on that quarterback drive, where he was boxed up and that whistle wasn't blown as quick.
Well, he was kind of up and awkward, jumping, came down one leg, so maybe they thought they were saving. As you see the cheer squad there for the Poudre Impalas, spinning and twirling and flags and all kinds of stuff going on down there.
We always talk about it's not just the athletes that put in all the hours in practice. Friday night lights are for the band, this cheer squad, the dance teams, and the athletes.
Great pictures there from our faithful, trusty photog or video photographer, whatever you want to call him.
We'll just stick with Jason.
Or we'll say Jason.
Great job on
Jason,
that camera look tonight.
Rocking the hood tonight, man. A little chilly outside.
It's
not in here. It's really, really nice in here.
It's pretty nice up here in the booth, high above French Field. 3rd and short now. Direct snap, Cassetta up the middle, powers his way down inside the 5, stop before the touchdown. Clock running. Raptors still have 2 timeouts, and they're going to take one right now. So as that break comes, we'll come back to see if they can score before at half.
Dear unbreakable spirit, you roam on paths called impossible. Own a legend. Toyota Trucks. Toyota. Let's go places.
We're back here getting ready. See the end here of the second quarter, 32 seconds left. Again, you see the cheer squad looking right up at the camera. Boy, that's a good shot there. And got a baby down there. I think we might have some senior night festivities maybe for the cheer squad. I'm not sure what's going on, but for sure somebody does, and that's all that counts.
They don't ask us a lot. Probably good.
Yeah. So big play here.
First and goal. Raptors do have 1 timeout left, so if you're the Impalas, you get 1 stop here. Clock management becomes a bit of a chore here. You got to be careful. Cassetta trips the top of your screen. No back. This has been that flats play they've had. But
17's back there.
Yeah, rolls to his right into that short side of the field. Just a run call completely. Powers up. He's going to be short, taken down as the clock still runs. This is 2 plays called. They're going to hurry up and get back on the line. Poudre's got to get there on defense.
Short gain tackled on the play by Isaac McDowell.
Give Stubbs right up the middle, tackled, missed.
Oh, they had
him. Makes it in, and yes, I thought they had him in the backfield. Nice forward lean again. Powers his leg past the tackle, breaks it into the end zone. 6 points for Silver Creek.
The Poudre defender had him wrapped up, but Stubbs is just elusive, and he was able to get out of that tackle and into the end zone for the score.
With 9 seconds left, too. Poudre fought, but nice job by the Silver Creek Raptors. Good clock management and having that second play ready to call and be on the line of scrimmage where Coach Mercer's staff was on it. Snap, the hold, the kick, and it is up and it is good. 14-0 with 9 seconds left here in the half.
Really, Silver Creek did just a masterful job of taking that ball with a few minutes left in the half and coming down and scoring and only leaving 9 seconds left on the clock. So,
yeah, that was, like I said, the key there was having that timeout and having 2 plays called so they get right back on the line.
Very well coached team.
Yeah, even though 9 seconds seems like a long time, it really doesn't. If you're not ready for your play, they had 1 timeout, they'd have had to taken it. And then Stubbs.
A little bit of a risk there, wasn't it? Because
a bit, yep.
You got, 16-year-old kids that might forget to look at the clock or something,
Or get set, as we've seen many times over.
And then all of a sudden it's 4th and 8 or whatever.
So Gracie back with Looney and Gebhardt for the Impalas. Big return for a touchdown is not out of the question.
We've seen Looney have several long runs.
Well, Looney and Gebhardt both could take it the distance. Need to have a play. If not this half, certainly the second. But it's been pretty much all played on the Poudre side of the field tonight. Bears kick to be taken about the 18-yard line. Gebhardt breaks, trying to get to the right side, steps away from 1 tackle, going to get spun down and grabbed.
That's the funnest tackle there is,
Yeah, 1 second left on the clock. They'll get a play in. He had 2 hands on him, so what you kind of think about, was that a horse collar? But if you got 2 hands above the waist there, they won't call that.
I know. It just, because you don't see that stuff anymore, it looks like it should be something, but it's like,
yep.
I don't know. That's a tackle.
Official's right on it. So if you're the Impalas here, take that shot. Raptors are backing up their safeties up past the 40. Any throw, they don't mind a completion if you have to get it, but you have to throw it in front of them. Give, though, Schubert spins around for gain about 3 or 4, and that's going to do it here for the first half at French Field. We'll come back for the third quarter. Silver Creek leads the Poudre Impalas 14-0.
I'm Kyle Backus of Backus & Shanker. The insurance companies don't like us because we've won over $1 billion for our clients. As for the competition, there's a reason each year more people in Colorado are calling Backus & Shanker for help on their injury case. So if you're hurt in an accident or injured at work, call me 24/7 at 222-2222. Let us work for the win in your case. Backus & Shanker, our passion is justice.
Let's go! Let's go!
Your car deserves a better routine, so keep it clean with unlimited wash packages at Breeze Through Car Wash. And don't just clean the outside, keep the inside of your car clean with free vacuums at Breeze Through. Just choose a location in northern Colorado or in southern Wyoming and feel great about your day. At Breeze Through Car Wash, easy, quick, and fun.
The seniors, these four seniors truly represent Ubuntu spirit and remind us all how proud we are to be Impalas. We are honored to recognize Hazem God, MJ Lehman, Garrett Zuber, and Zola Morgan. Make some noise for all seniors. It's time to crown the two royal seniors for this year. This year's senior Ubuntu royalty finalists are MJ Lehman and Garrett Zuber. Congratulations again to all of our nominees. Thank you for representing the spirit of Ubuntu. We are honored to have such outstanding students at Poudre High School.
Back here now live to start this second half at French Field. Poudre will kick off to Silver Creek. They trail 14-0. Silver Creek took advantage of a short field, drove it down, scored with 9 seconds left, under 9 seconds left on their last play to make a 2-score lead. Poudre's got to find some offense this half. A little bit of success with Mason Carter out, been tough to find on offense. We see him on the sidelines here, and tough to end your season not being out there with your teammates, but Poudre's got to find a couple ways to get some consistency on offense. Schubert and the Wildcat was a successful time or two, but right now a stop and the ball back is what they need. Kicking it off here high, going to the left side of the field, be taken about the 16-yard line. Raptors make a cut up the middle, out past the 30, near the 35. Still on his feet, spins around for one tackle, still going. Cross midfield, 45, 40, 35, 30 before he's finally taken down. What a great second effort when half the stadium thought he was down, the other half saw him bounce up, and what a effort. And about a 60-yard return, Randy, to start this half, and not exactly what the Impalas need.
Well, the key thing is, looked like a bunch of the Poudre players thought he was down. So that's not good.
Play to the whistle. Play to the whistle.
It seemed like a lot of them thought, and then he just said, no, I'm not really ready to go down yet.
And spun out of it, like you said there, and got his legs going again and had a burst.
Well, his initial cut was really, really good. The first cut that got him those yards,
up
and
the
then
seam.
it was just effort.
All right, Gassetta out here. Stubbs behind him in that offset shotgun. Stubbs straight up the middle. Legs were grabbed from behind. Still falls forward for a couple.
Nolan Gassetta run up the middle for a short gain.
You know, one of the things that's happening is a young quarterback for the Raptors is that nobody's in the backfield to bother him ever. You know, he's able to fake, hand off, whatever he wants to do because Poudre has not been able to penetrate the backfield.
Yeah, this is one of those games where I think Poudre's defense is going to have to make a play, force a turnover, scoop and score, whatever it may be, but that break needs probably to come on defense, especially if they're driving as it is right now. Jet sweep right side, turns it up inside the 25, down near the 20, very close to first down yardage on that second down play.
Well, this is a guts thing because you're sitting here 1-7. You're in the second half of the next to last game of the year.
Very much. Tempo play now by the Raptors. Give Stubbs right side, goes ahead for about 2 or 3.
If you don't play hard, this game could get away from you.
Well, logistically, as you look at the first half, if Silver Creek punches in from here, you just got to wonder where the offense is going to come for the Impalas. Not for lack of effort, but just when your starting quarterback of 2 years is not able to take the field. Big difference. Gassetta throws, slant, caught inside the 10, down to the 5, down about the 2-3 yard line. Nice pitch and catch that time. I think that's Vanderwood on the reception. But a good throw that time, in rhythm too. Vanderwood makes his cut into that slant between the corner and safety and delivered right on time. He took it down inside the 5, just goal to go now at the 2. And a quick drive needs to be stopped if you're the Impalas. Basically 11 on the line, breaking all the gaps, come flying through, and this time it worked.
Number 12.
Quick tackle there. Harris, as they say, they brought everybody in as a cover 0. Everybody comes at it. You lock up on the receivers on the outside man, but they brought 8, and you can't block them all, and it showed. Loss of about 4 on that down. I like that pressure play call by the Impalas defensive coordinator, Randy. It's like we got nothing to lose.
Well, you got to mix it up some because right now, like I said, the quarterback's doing about whatever he wants back there. And
yep. Still second and goal. Ball out the 7-yard line. No backs. Low snap. Mesh given. Be another loss on the play. Poudre with pressure again. Harris back there along with trying to get that other Impala who's getting up. Was there first.
That's
Gracie.
31.
And Gracie along with Brubaker just great pressure right now. Like I say, it's kind of a jailbreak situation. We're going to force you, and the low snap didn't help Gassett at all. Now, if you're the OC for the Raptors, it's like, okay, it's going to be a quick throw and run because, again, single high safety, 7 in the box, 8 if you're bringing pressure. And they are. Again, throw to the outside, and that's going to be wide. And it's run by 4th. So great job by the Impalas on defense there. 3 consecutive plays, 2 losses and incompletion. And it forced the Raptors to a field goal. And that's that kind of spark. You turn them loose. Go play aggressive, and it worked.
Like I said, I'm not sure he has the arm strength to make that throw.
That's a long toss. Yep.
That is for anybody, nothing against him.
Nope, near the left hash and clear to the right sideline.
We had an angle on that, could see exactly, and it tailed away.
Field goal attempt, good snap, good hold. Kick is up. It's high enough, and it is good.
Good strong kick.
Yep, very was. That was a Bears kick was well into that north end zone. Makes it a 3 scores game for the Impalas, so they need the ball back and need to start to get to work. 8:14 left after a good long kick return to start the second half. A short field ends up in a field goal.
Got some scores here for you. Windsor, Timnath. Windsor ahead 14-7, so Timnath is hanging in there at halftime. 23-0 Fort Collins over Brighton, second quarter. Rocky Mountain 24, Prairie View 0, second quarter. Do not have a score on the Wellington Resurrection Christian. Some interesting games tonight.
Well, as the season comes to a close, these last couple of games mean so much. See Poudre right now playing for some team pride and effort. No lack of the effort here. Just need to have some success to go with it. Credit the Raptors for doing a lot to stop that. Bayon again to kick. The left footer from the left hash, the near hash on this sideline. Squib kick, just kind of pushed downfield, grabbed at the 18-yard line. Got the edge, gonna break the outside, got the scope, out across the 40. Midfield, we knocked out about the 44. That big play may have been right when the Impalas needed there. Looking back to see if we have any flags on the field.
Gracie,
see, that ball was, I think it was just a mishit, but it bounced up high. He grabbed it and took right off. Got a couple nice blocks in front of him. Nice job by the Impalas to avoid that infamous flag as we see so much. And they start on the Raptors side of midfield, 1st and 10. And you can tell from our crowd, Mike, the Impalas cheer squad in the student section not giving up.
Good student section tonight.
Definitely so. Turned out by the parents here on this west side, the band below us. Jet sweep give, trying to get the edge, got the corner, got one block, makes a cut up inside. Gain of about 4, maybe 5.
That's such an interesting play to run, and I'm sure you've ran it before, but knowing when to cut in, he didn't do a bad job. There were several places he could have made his cut up field, wasn't
you try to tell that individual lockman on the carry that time, run hard, don't take a dip until you do, but when you put that foot in the ground, that's the one decision, as you just said, Randy, cut up and go. Gained a few. Good tackle on the outside by the Raptors D. Schubert on the carry, pushing forward, still keeping the legs going. Gain of about 3 or 4. It's 4 down territory pretty much this whole side of the field for the Impalas. This brings up about a 3rd and short 5. Clock running, about 7 to play here in this third quarter. Gaffner and Brown on the tackle for the Raptors. Long count, change the play from the sideline. Anderson turns, tells Schubert about it. Give, left side Schubert, breaks, cuts underneath. struggles to be just short of the yard to gain. Cross the 40.
Eli Mills run up the left side.
As I said, it is definitely 4-down territory. Somewhere along the way here, Randy's too. Even though you've got Henderson, the freshman, starting tonight in place of Carter, who's injured. You need to fake that handoff one time and give him a chance just to run.
Well, yeah, I've seen
Make those linebackers stay honest for something because they are flowing after the running back here. Again, Schubert on the carry, but he's not going to get there. They got behind him, and just as I say it, we're looking at Henderson around here, unchecked, and just a casual foot race. He would have won to the edge easily.
So is that an option that he's doing, or is that a call from the sideline to hand that off?
I would bet that strongly that as your first time starter that is a call from the sideline as they give. He doesn't have that option yet. I think they're going to have to try to find a way to down 17-0, take advantage of it. He's athletic enough. He's got some speed. I say you're still a freshman, but you're on the field. So make the plays that the coaches call, and I really think that he has the wheels to make that edge.
I mean, looking at that one, he could have gone.
It would have been a foot race for more than just a few yards. Yes, exactly. So either way, they'll turn over down, snap on the ground. Instead of looking for it, I think he got back to it. Loss of 2 or 3. There have been several snap issues tonight. Gassett has fielded a few one-hoppers and a few that a little high, but that one, I think he wasn't quite ready for. That started off.
We apologize. Looks like our picture is frozen again, but we're just going to keep it here. It's been coming and going, so we apologize. But we'll bring you.
Technology
the action. We'll switch to more of a radio call here.
Fred Norfo, under 5.5 to play here in this third quarter. Clock running. Poudre bringing 7. Gassetta trying to get it downfield. Overthrown. Tipped away. Falls incomplete.
Well,
tried to fit that in. I agree.
I like the pressure Poudre's bringing to Gassetta now because, he's not able. He's been so comfortable most of the plays back there, even on his handoffs and his fakes and his passes. But right now, the last few plays.
That is a great point. You made that in the first half where he was alone and having decisions to be making and finding receivers, especially in the flats. Now Gaffner was contested, and he didn't have time to really load up. Incomplete brings him a 3rd and 13. Poudre going back to 6 in the box, bringing 7. Trying to get up there. Gassetta just tries out. Right side flips it, and I don't know if he was in bounds when he caught it. Yes, he was. Line judge says a catch, and the clock is running, but still brings up a 4th and 8 and a punt situation for the Raptors. The Impalas get off the field.
Might be one of the highlights of the game was watching the first punt. I'm excited to see one of the best punts we've seen on this field all year.
Yeah, and in quite a few years. That goes with many of them. We've seen some great punters here, and that ball was a cannon. I would imagine they'll give him back a little bit more now. I think if that's Gebhardt, I can't quite tell who is back receiving right now for the Impalas. High snap. This one doesn't turn over. Carries caught at the 20. Fair caught. A nice job on the reception. Yes, that was Gebhardt. Junior doing a nice job of making sure that ball is caught. So often, we'll see a ball hit the ground. And he's back there solo. That's a special nerves. We've talked about that before. If you're a single returner back there on a punt return.
Well, I think everybody thinks that you're back there to run it back for a touchdown or something, but, it's just as important to try to catch the ball because, that could be the difference in starting at the 20 or starting at the 5.
Exactly right.
I get a good one in there now.
Oh, no, you're spot on. Never a doubt. We've been doing this a while, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Dave Hoslong and Randy McCoy. Jason on camera. Our 14th year. Happily here calling games at French Field. Beautiful night here for football. Impalas, though, need a score. Starting out, Henderson throws quick out. Caught. Gebhardt on the outside. Spins away from one tackle. Upfield. First down yardage and about tackled past the 30.
I think they're going to give it to him.
Yeah, it was one of those where he burst in there, but great pursuit by the Raptor defense because that's that play where you get out of that first level of defenders, past the line of scrimmage there. A lot of times there's a gap and it had been a foot race. Chains are moved, they're set, clock starts again. Snap will come under 4 minutes. Poudre needs to show a little bit of urgency, Randy. Down 3 scores. I like the fact, though, they got aggressive on first down with the throw. Silver Creek still with 4 down linemen, 4 linebackers straight across back reads. Rolls short side of the field, quick out. Caught again by Gephardt as he gets pushed out past the 35, 37 or so.
Pass complete again to Charles Gephardt. Forced out of bounds on the play by Alexander Schultz.
Clock still running. Second and 4. There's about a 25-second run up from the ball going out of bounds to snap and getting engulfed in the backfield. Great push by the Raptors D. Right side of their defense came across.
For a short loss on the play by
so it brings up a 3rd and 5.
Adrian Salazar.
Henderson set with Schubert to his right. Heavy formation this side, slot. 2 inside slot receivers, wide side of the field. Gephardt trying to throw, caught outside, leans forward. Nice job getting for the first down. A little extra on the follow through there, and there's going to be a flag coming. I don't know if that's going to be the same one. Yep. Umpire throws his flag late. I think we're going to have an unsportsmanlike conduct after the play.
Tackled on the play by Eli Stubbs and Ryder Gaffner. Dead ball.
So after the play was over, first down yardage was gained. Unfortunately, Poudre is going to be called for a personal foul. And it's going to move the ball back to the 30. About as unfortunate timing as you can get. And that edge that, Randy, after a couple of good plays, and all of a sudden you have a setback like that. Clock running. 2 minutes under now in this third quarter. Snap. Blitz coming underneath. Henderson, nice job of getting outside. Fires upfield. Ball's on the ground after the catch. And it was a catch. Great hit. Knocked away. And it's going to be 1st and 10. Silver Creek on the 35 of the Impalas.
I like this throw on the run. And he hit it. Of course, Silver Creek, you're going to give them 5-yard passes, till the cows come home at this point. So
yeah, they'll let you catch it in front of them all night long. And a great hit, tough play, ball jarred loose. And one of those almost killer scores, even if Silver Creek doesn't drive down, get 6 or even 3. Clock's going to run. They could probably run out this quarter pretty easily, just with 2 or 3 plays. We'll see if the Impalas keep up that pressure on defense, try to force a loss, get them behind the chains. Cassetta, very first play, quarterback keeper, fake the jet sweep and design run the whole way. And great offensive line play in front there. Gained about 13.
I like the way he brings the ball up against his body, so you don't really see the ball. You really don't know where the ball's going. And I'll tell you what, ball fake, I know it's big in basketball and baseball and different things, but in football,
he's been very effective tonight with it. You're right. Give this time, drops down, looks downfield, lopes it towards the receiver, towards the end zone, and a little high.
And a late flag.
Wow. The line judge from 30 yards away is going to make a call with a back judge 5 feet away, said nothing on.
Now, it's not like the NFL where it's a spot foul, but it's a first.
Yeah, it'll move the ball. You get 10 yards and a first down. To the displeasure of those of the west side of the field, we can share that and we can commiserate with them. Like I said, the back judge is right in front of him. That doesn't mean he couldn't have seen maybe a hand on the backside of the play to him by the defensive back. But like I say, the line judge was about 40 yards away and showed off a pretty good arm with that flag.
Yeah, just because there's contact doesn't mean there's a penalty.
So 1st and 10 inside the 15-yard line. Casado Rose is right. And good job by the Impalas stringing him out. He never really got his shoulders turned around.
Well, the Impalas seem to really bow their neck when you get inside that 20.
Yeah, Schubert on
defensively.
Schubert really on the pressure that time. Yeah, Casetta didn't really get a chance to turn and get his hips turned or his shoulders turned to make that ball easier to throw, and the ball left and down as you'd expect from that type of a stance. Good pressure by the Impalas brings up a 2nd and 10 incompletion. 1:16 left here in the third quarter. Fake, roll out right side. This time Impalas are on it, but flats open again. And into the end zone goes the Raptors. Again, we saw that play a couple times in the first, and that's all about the same thing where Casetta delays, shows his back to the line of scrimmage, rolls out quickly. But what he did that time, Randy, Poudre had contained, but he turned around, got his eyes up and downfield right away, didn't he?
Yeah, because if he'd held the ball another 2 seconds, there was 3 Poudre guys, it was going to pounce on him right there. He's kind of got this Doug Flutie vibe.
I like that.
For those of you who would remember him, he's kind of got this.
Yeah, and Jaeger Lutberger there on the reception again, who that play has been tough to cover for the entire game. That little delayed flat. And the snap and the hold and the kick are all good. So it is 24-0, the lead for the Silver Creek Raptors over the Poudre Impalas here with 1:06 left in the third quarter.
And there are the people on the happy Raptor side. Excited about the Raptors. If they pull this out, they'll be 5-4. They'll be over 500. And that's a good thing to be this time of year. You catch one more win, and they have a decent shot at being in the playoffs.
First number is 411979. 411979.
If you can hear the PA out there, the 50-50 call is 41799.
Second number is 411822.
Scores here. Windsor still ahead of Timna 21-7. Finally have a score. Wellington 15, Resurrection Christian 8. Fort Collins 30, Brighton 0, and Rocky Mountain 24-0 over Prairie View. So
a lot of schools in action
Fort
here
Collins
this weekend.
Having a pretty good weekend so far.
Need to see something here for the Impalas. Tough without a two-year starter at quarterback, not being able to play. Offense have been struggled, had moments, just not consistency enough to drive the length of the field.
I think their Wildcat was...
Ball took a big bounce sideways. Looney gets it, picks it up just in time before he gets knocked out of bounds. That ball hit, as a high kick will do, it bounced back towards the kicking team. And Looney alertly...
It's just like your wedge, isn't it?
Yeah. As I envisioned him, not so much in practice. But boy, Looney saved the day there because that would have been just a backbreaker. But a beautiful night here at French Field. Impalas had their moments, but a couple untimely turnovers and just the inability to string together enough first downs to really threaten. They had one good drive in the first half, but since then it's been all Raptors.
It was a good shot of the band down there as they're small but powerful.
Trips. Henderson looks to his left side, going to get throws out, and ball just hung in the air a little bit.
Great defense, great timing.
Yeah, there was contact, but as his hands go through and his hands were up, that wasn't a bad contact going for the ball.
He's thrown a couple up that you're like, how did that not get intercepted?
Yep.
That was one of them.
Well, and Henderson, like I said, that's the freshman again. Physically, that's a long throw. That's a 30-yard throw on timing. And those things, with age and strength and time, more play, we'll get to it. That one just got aired out.
Well, he had a blitz coming, and
he had to get rid of it.
He did, and he did get rid of it. So credit him for that.
Well, and as we've said this so many times, there's nothing like live fire. You don't get to practice this. You don't get to see it at your level, but you step on the varsity field, and it's a big boy football time, isn't it? 52 seconds left here in this third quarter. 3rd and 10 now for the Impalas. Snap, roll the left side, fires the out in the slot. And that was kind of I'm not sure if that was to me or you kind of moment. Falls incomplete.
I know number 11 had visions of.
Yeah, Stubbs was trying to get underneath that one just a half a step late. Either way, hits the ground. I'm talking about Stubbs from Silver Creek there. You're right, because we both can see him from our vantage point trying to cut underneath that. But incomplete. 4th down, punt time for the Impalas.
You'll notice here at the 4A level, a lot of those players just turn around and
stay on the field.
Stay on the field.
Best athletes available. Punt. Gets away, carries past the 50. When he caught, there was a block into the. I thought the defender got blocked into the returner, but the back judge threw the flag, so I think they're going to call it catch interference. Ball hit the ground. Impalas have it, but I don't think there's a little conference going on. As I saw it, the gunner, the guys on the outside running down, trying to cover, get contained, make a tackle, and he got blocked or pushed.
Yeah, he definitely rolled up under the.
Yeah, there was contact on the receiver for the returner for the.
I think
the
that's
Raptors.
What they saw, but are they going to re-kick it? Pretend like it didn't happen?
They're going to call it interference on the. Okay, we've got offsetting penalties. We got a block in the back. We got interference on the catch.
Oh yeah, our best friend blocking the back on the punt.
Yeah, it's like yeah. So can two things happen at once to make it do it again? If that makes it easier to do, I think the conference settled that. So that play never happened. So Poudre will punt away again. Single return back for the Raptors. Good snap. Pressure coming up the middle, just about blocked. This one goes down, caught on a fair catch. I think we ended up almost where we were this time.
Did that look like a Groundhog Day?
Yeah, it really did. Well, and I tell you, that was a really good punt too under pressure, because as we were all up here seeing that defender who had a good angle,
he punted it at almost the exact same spot.
Yeah.
You see the cheer squad there for the Poudre Impalas. Everybody's got a little cooler here tonight. They've got their sweats on.
Yeah, just for late October.
Hard to beat it.
Yeah, this isn't bad at all. Direct snap, Cassetta back, gives the stub, sweeps right, but pressure, he's going to lose 2 or 3. Actually spun out of it. I saw him going down, but again, proving he is resilient and hard to get down. Got past the line of scrimmage, maybe a gain of 1. That'll probably be the last play of this third quarter here, as Silver Creek will just let it run down. They're going to end this third quarter leading 24-0 over the Impalas. And we'll be right back for the fourth quarter.
I'm Kyle Backus of Backus & Shanker. The insurance companies don't like us because we've won over $1 billion for our clients. As for the competition, there's a reason each year more people in Colorado are calling Backus & Shanker for help on their injury case. So if you're hurt in an accident or injured at work, call me 24/7 at 222-2222. Let us work for the win in your case. Backus & Shanker, our passion is justice.
You hear the Poudre band as we get ready for the fourth quarter. 24-0 our score. Silver Creek ahead of the Poudre Impalas here from French Field, Fort Collins, Colorado. Second down and 9 from the 41.
Set it back. Stubbs out to his left. He goes in motion. Looks, throws the slant on the outside and through the hands of his receiver. Micah there, just looked like he kind of looked ahead to run, didn't he?
I guess second and 9 is a passing down, but I'm a little surprised Silver Creek doesn't start the old run. Let's get this clock down. Let's not get anybody hurt and go to the house.
Straight give.
Like that.
Yeah, Gassetta again just throwing his burst. and
really that's been their running game has been really their most effective offense tonight. So.
Yeah. Stubbs and Gassetta, as they came in, they accounted for about 90% of their touchdowns, and we can see why. And that quarterback draw has been successful. I mean, he doesn't hesitate. He just puts the hammer down, runs straight up, finds a gap, and several of those are already over 10 yards. That one, again, resulting in the first down. Snap, left side, rolls. Try to take one out in the flats. And Praise Looney just about walked away with that one, Randy. That's that.
Well, nobody would have caught him. That's for doggone sure.
Yeah. And you just you want to see that play made, and he was so close to taking that one to the house. Either way, falls incomplete. 11:22 now left in this game. Might consider the decision already made on how this game is going to turn out, with Poudre just not being able to generate any offense tonight consistently. Defense has played very well at times, but just worn down. Tough field position to start. Gassetta again fakes the jet sweep, heads up, gains about 3 or 4 before he's tripped up.
What a great fake. I mean, he had a couple of guys on the jet sweep.
The ride, as they call it, put that in the belly and really show that in there. Confidence is, you said the first half couple times, Randy, his confidence, his ball handling that shows that senior's done it for a few years.
You could see this team winning a game in the playoffs, really.
Well, Poudre bringing pressure. Cassetta's got to throw a hit, just he does. Ball's tipped in the air, falls incomplete. He took a pop. Now, in the coaching side, is he said, okay, I'm fine with that. I like to see my quarterback stand in there, because he had right up the middle. Charles Swanson, the junior linebacker, had a free lane ahead of him. He didn't touch the brakes, did he?
Well, you'd hate to get your quarterback hurt when you're up 24-0. You know, I mean,
that's a very good point.
Poudre seems like when they really want to get through the line and get to the quarterback, they can do it. They don't do it every time, but
Bring
they are
it again here this time, and Cassetta's throw again caught. Ball was a little underthrown, but that's one of those where I would think that.
But they're teeing off on the quarterback.
Yeah, Vanderwood, he's kicking himself because he had that. It was a low throw because it was forced early, but he had that, and that had been a foot race in the open field. Either way, again, incomplete, turnover and downs. 1st and 10. Now the Impalas at their own 43-yard line, with a chance still to get something in the end zone, get that build on for at least 1 or 2 more games left in the season, just to take your offense to another level. Henderson back with Schubert to his left. Not seeing Looney in at running back this half, Randy. Schubert, runner up the middle, bounces around through, powers his way out near the 45 for a gain of about 3.
I think the Poudre coaching staff's just trying to see, get a lot of people some game experience, and
always can work on something no matter what the situation is. Make it pay off for the next game, the next week, the next year. Under 10 to play now here in the game. Snap, Henderson looks, fires up, caught. Oh, and I don't think Gephardt had that ball secured before he came down. A little behind him. I thought he went up and really attacked the ball with both hands, Randy, and just couldn't secure it. penalty on the play. So Henderson paid off by standing in the pocket, took a late hit, personal foul. Yeah, because the ball was cleanly away. I didn't really notice pressure. We were already looking downfield, so he took a shot.
Rocky Mountain is pouring it on Prairie View, 37-0. So Rocky Mountain's offense has really come around. I mean, since the beginning of the year till now.
Give Schubert stepping powers forward. Gain about 5.
Wellington hanging on to their lead over Resurrection, 15-8.
Resurrection had several years where they were one of the more dominant teams at that level and a state championship to boot.
Well, they're hanging on with Wellington because Wellington's been
one of the very tops, one of the top 2 or 3 in their class.
Well, almost every game's been a running clock.
Schubert driving forward, got guys on his legs.
Every time I see them run that play, I look at that quarterback running around, and nobody's even giving him even one.
He's not getting an eyeball.
Gained down to the 31-yard line. Stopped on the play by a total of Raptors.
Third and short, though. Pressure coming from the Raptors. Gets up, and Schubert fights his way. Tried to get down near the yard to gain, just short. And an arcing throw from the umpire behind the line of scrimmage. And a holding call. Fast as he threw that one, he saw it right away. It'll be a tough one because that's going to move him back 10 yards, bring up a third down again. And
well, it's something.
Yeah.
The coaching staff doesn't agree with that.
Changing some.
Is that a personal foul or is it?
Yeah, he did call a personal foul. I thought it must have been a chop block because
we were expecting a hold.
Yeah, from the spot, but he, like I say, like it was somebody got stood up and got hit, and not only was it a personal foul call, it was a loss of down. So not replaying the down. So it brings on 4th down and a punt, unfortunately, for the Impalas, who are 3rd and short. Got their 11th player on the field now. Call. Snap is up. Pressure again. Nice punt away. That one turns over high into the sky. It's going to go over the returner's head. Bounced at the 10. The Impalas are going to let it get inside the 5 and down it. And with 7:59 left here in this game, Silver Creek takes over on their own 4.
So our next broadcast will be potentially November 7th here if the Fort Collins Lambkins get a home playoff game, which the way things look, they should. They're ahead tonight by a large margin. And I think their last game's against Prairie View, maybe. They'll be heavily favored in that game as well.
Yep.
So if they win both those, they'll have a home playoff game on the 7th. And right now, it looks like we will be here to bring that to you.
Be a great first-round chance for the Lambkins to move up in that 5A playoff level, and as competitive as that is, they've had a very good year.
They have. They've got a great offense and, had some moments of good defense, but what's been known is they're a great offense, averaging 30-some points a game.
Oh, yeah, high scoring, exactly right. Yep. Poudre doing a nice job of stuffing the run on the first 2 downs here. Silver Creek just looking to grind out. They'd like to get a first down, of course, but either way, the clock just keeps running. It's not the friend of the Impalas now at all.
The other thing Fort Collins has is, I believe, the #1 rusher in the state. It's got to be. The last game we did with Fort Collins, 54 carries for 330 313 yards for Jack McKeon.
He got stronger and stronger as the game went along. Poudre bringing 8, gets upfield there, and I think I'm going to say they got tackled right before he was in the end zone. I didn't think it was going to be anything but a safety, but he got the ball across back out into positive territory. It was going to bring up a 4th down and about 15. And it's one of those punting situations where you're the punter. You walk back to the back of the end zone, put your heels on it, and know you cannot retreat. Even as big a leg as we've seen, this is just one of those catch and kick it moments. Poudre single returner, beat Gebhardt back inside the 40. Good snap, nice job protection, ball's away. Gebhardt's going to let it hit, takes a big bounce, goes by him. Picks it up at the 50, steps away from one tackler, gets across midfield, still on his feet. Take an aggressive run at the ball after it was hit the ground. Took a bad bounce on him, but he still turned into a positive, about a 15-yard return. 1st and 10 and Paula's on their 40. The 40 of actually.
Third quarter score, Resurrection has gone ahead of Wellington 16-15.
Wow. And the 2-point conversion.
Twice. Talking about the Fort Collins Lambkins, and like I said, kind of nobody's said much about it, but having the #1 rusher in the state is a pretty big deal.
Well, and that if you can run the ball, that travels, and they can go at tempo. They do a lot of that. You have to be ready to play defense and be smarter on your cues to stay with that offense. Back here now, the Impalas, though, give and up the middle, but nowhere to go.
That's the first time I've seen Silver Creek account for the quarterback after most of the time he's been running out there by himself, but somebody might have said in a huddle somewhere, hey,
look for that.
One of these times he's going to keep that ball. We keep thinking he will, but he hasn't.
So 2nd 11 after the run play. Down to 5:05 left here in the game. Poudre trying to find the end zone for the first time tonight. Gets some positive on it. Henderson escapes, get out the outside edge. Hits his receiver in the flat, turns upfield. Gain about 5, 6 maybe here. Get down to the 35-yard line.
Pass complete with Dexter Hansen on the play. Tackled by Callum Micah.
A little different. I thought that was caught by number 22. I missed the reception there. Sorry about that. Dexter Hansen is the receiver. Brings up a 3rd and 6. Need to get inside the 29-yard line for the first down. Snap, roll out right side. Could be a high throw. Caught, intercepted. Stubbs on the outside, and it's probably going to be one chance to stop him for the touchdown. He gets by, and it will be a pick 6. For a 65-yard return. Ball just sailed. And Stubbs actually was behind the play on a secondary receiver, not the intended receiver, and had the speed to take it down the sideline.
Well, you know, he almost had one down here last quarter, and he didn't quite get it, but he didn't miss that one, did he? And he stepped it down all the way.
Yeah. Took it to pay dirt, and as you said, the prior one there, that ball just rolling to the left. You've got to turn, got to get your hips forward, and that ball, keep that ball hand on the top, and it just sailed over the top of the receiver. Hard throw to make that way. Unfortunately for the Impalas, it was well played by a veteran defensive back, obviously. Another good snap and hold and kick. I'll tell you, Bayon is a pretty darn good kicker. Ball well above the uprights and deep into the end zone on each of these attempts tonight.
Well, good mechanics as well. I mean, it looks like he's...
So 31-0 now, the score with 4:06 left. Now it's that coaching moment where you're going to go out and, okay, let's wash that away. It was hard to do, but what can we do? As we look across the way, we're getting the Raptors fans realizing they're on the big screen.
Waving at the, as their team is, they've come and watched their team take a lead, really going away. And it, you know, the game was in doubt. The first quarter is only 7-0. Gets that, you know, they're not able to keep them out of the end zone before the
half was a big
half.
play.
That was a big play. They get the ball.
And it's been all Silver Creek to go, and that capped off by that pick six by Stubbs. And you know, it's just, like I say again, you take out a 2-year starter at quarterback who's an integral part of your offense. And
not just passing, running. I mean, he has the majority of the rushes.
And just a integral part as far as staying on the field and consistency, and that's just shown tonight. And credit Silver Creek for playing good ball.
Well, I mean, this Poudre team, and I know the quarterback's different, but they scored 28 points last week, so it ain't nothing to shut out a team in your conference.
Yep. And a high kick can be taken about the 20. Steps upside, got the edge, the outside. Down inside the 35, 40. Gebhardt steps back around one tackle. Gets the edge. Oh, there's definitely a face mask. Yeah, okay. The referee saw it because the line judge was right at his feet, but he got bent over.
I liked that he came to all this wide open grass, you know, or whatever it is that's down there.
Yep.
Faux grass.
Yeah, faux grass. Wasn't what, God, who was the baseball player of the Phillies back then? Says, if horses can't eat it, I don't want to play on it. Was that
I think it was
Dick
Richie
Allen?
called me Dick Allen.
That's right, Dick Allen, yep. If you go back as long as Randy and I do, yes, that is a true statement. So after the mark-off, after the face mask, 1st and 10 for the Impalas at the 40. 3:52 left in the game. Trying to look for that first score, put something positive on the board to remember for the night. Henderson back to throw, and over the top receivers. Delivered just high.
I would say Poudre has majority of their JV.
Yeah, a lot of substitutions in. It's time to do that. You really should, and I see a lot of that being done here too by Silver Creek. Coach Mercer needs his kids to play up too. Bounce outside, good read, stepping forward. Got the carry, turned the edge there, and that's Antonio Gomez, the junior. The first jump switch to the right side.
But I think if he'd have kept going wide, I think he kind of came back into the defense. I think he had him beat around the end there.
Yep. Brings up a 3rd and 9. Clock running, 3:20 left here in the 4th quarter.
Another big story. World Series starts tonight, I believe.
Yep, they're playing up in Toronto. Henderson back to look, throws over the middle. Be caught. Gebhardt swings around one tackle, makes another miss. First down yardage plus some down the sideline. Taken down as the edge though, but I see the side judge bringing it back. Trying to think of where he's got that marked. Looks like about the 26. Couldn't tell, but did step out. But a great individual effort on a short pass in the flat. Well thrown by Henderson that time, but Gebhardt made the move and gained about 15 yards after catch. Keep this drive alive, under 3 to play. I don't think anybody, the first of anybody, hasn't been able to catch Gebhardt tonight with the football in his hands. Back to throw again, steps middle. And that was probably good. That was a little short. Gaffner, linebacker, was circling underneath that one, Randy. I think he had a good idea where that hook pattern was coming.
Poudre's definitely put the ball in the air this second half.
Well, you know what? It's time to let your quarterback get some feel of that too. I mean, the game's not in doubt. So let's how we can play this and build towards the next year. We'll see if this develops into a full-time position. Like we said, Mason Carter, this speed, could play a lot of places on offense. Good throw in the middle, just behind. Oh, yeah. That was incomplete pass and took a pretty good shot after the ball hits the ground.
I think he felt like he couldn't stop himself, but the official begged to differ, didn't he?
Yes. Yeah, when it's more than a step and you put your shoulders down. And this time of the game, they may be talking about whether or not it was inadvertent or not. Looks like a little conference going on. Great shot there by Jason on camera.
I thought it was bang, bang. But
yeah, they are going to pick it up and say no flag on the play.
Yeah, I think that's a good pickup.
If he wanted to really put it to him, I could say
could've.
it was a hit, but it wasn't one of those.
And his body language afterwards, too, of, hey, I wasn't trying to.
Well, he didn't leave his feet. I mean, it was, like I say, it was a hit without knocking through him. So I like the call. Nobody got hurt. Incomplete pass, 3rd down and 10. Rolls far side here, caught on the out of bounds, stepping up field. Gave up a couple to get a couple back. Bring up about a 3rd and 7.
Is that 1 step forward, 2 steps back?
I'm afraid you're right, yeah. Just the ball.
Nobody gets too far like that?
Oh. Hard turn around when you're throwing into the short side of the field, and here comes the cavalry. Outside the hash there, not as much room to roam.
It's like number 1's limping off the field.
Yeah.
Got banged
Got
up.
his way there. Anderson could be step around, but he's sacked. So Poudre will turn it over on downs on the sack, a loss of about 7.
It's one of the few sacks, really. The young quarterback's been able to get rid of the ball pretty well.
And just trying to find somebody, but backside pressure got to him. So it'll be 1st and 10 now, Silver Creek.
It'll be a turnover on down. 1st down, Silver Creek.
Ball on their own 28. Little surprised to see some of the Silver Creek starters still in there on offense. Cassetta hands off.
Left side for a short game tackle on the play by.
Under 2 minutes left now, as you can see on the score bug.
And Coach Mercer and staff has said, we're just going to take our time. Just about where we could, you get one more forward progress play. Wait till he sees that back judge make his signal. Fakes the give, straight up the middle, and big hit at the end, but 1st down yardage for the Raptors. And with 1:26 and a full set of new downs is just kneel down time.
Well, that was one of those plays we always talk about when everybody's coming and it leaves nobody in the back to we see a lot of long runs like that. And
yep. Nice tackle by the safety there. Good run.
To keep it from being a touchdown.
I think that was Earthling there, the sophomore, that took that straight up field. But 1:03 left to play and counting. Basically, there's one more snap. They'll just stand and look for the back judge, who's now got his hand raised.
Got to do it one more time.
Down to 40 seconds left. Snap and handled and kneeled down. And under 30 to play. That will do it. Enough of a game clock left and the count play clock not enough. So this will end it here at French Field tonight.
Silver Creek came in and pretty much did what they want to for the majority of the game. Like I said, the first half it was competitive. Poudre was not able to score. and keep it close early. And then Silver Creek kind of dominated the third and fourth quarters. So they go to 5-4, and Poudre does not get their second win. So 31-0. We'll check the scores here for the other teams real quick before we head out. Windsor ahead of Timness, still 21-7. 45-0, Rocky Mountain ahead of Prairie View.
Wow.
Resurrection still ahead 16-15 fourth quarter, and Fort Collins over Brighton 30-0. It says halftime, but I think that's probably in. So anyway, our final here, 31-0 for David Haas, for Jason. This is Randy McCoy. We will see you hopefully on November 7th for a playoff game. We'll see you next time.